Okay, now we will be discussing the last part of the chapter number 4. This section is called Entering the Beginning Balances. As you know, our company, that is APMA 2020 or the BCom 2020 company, is a running business. It is already established long term back, and maybe they have used the different software package, or maybe they are running their accounting system in manual manner. Now, from this point, we want to convert that manual accounting system into the computerized environment. So whereby we are going to use the Sage 50 accounting software package. So our task now is to make sure that before we'll start doing day-to-day activities of our company, we should make sure that all the balances available, carried forward balances available in the system need to be brought forward to run the day-to-day operations of the business. So to do that, we have wait until end of the financial year and we gather the information related to the financial statement information, prepare our financial statement as at the last year, and also we have completed the whole cycle of transactions and final accounts are already available. Now by the time when you complete your financial year, you should need to have only the balances available for the balance sheet accounts. That means the assets, liabilities and equity account. So at this point, we are going to discuss how to enter the beginning balances to your chart of account by using this information manually available in your business organization. Now, when it comes to the discussion of the beginning balances, as you know, beginning balances can be entered in two different dates, as at the beginning date of the financial year or as at the last date of the last financial year. There's a small difference between these two entries. Now, if you enter the beginning balances as at the first date of the current financial year, what will happen? That particular beginning balance will immediately change due to the fact that is going to be the current financial activity carried out here. So, whereby the company is going to carry out various type of transaction during the particular given date as well. So immediately after doing the certain transaction, what will happen? Those balances will update automatically by the system. That's why normally beginning balances need to be entered into the system by selecting the last date of the last financial year. Why we are entering that into the last financial year? Because that financial year is already closed. No more transaction is going to be done for the particular period. So that's why when you enter the beginning balances into the last financial statement year, that will be there forever. So no problem. By the time when you come to the next day, the balances will be carried forward into the next month as well. Then automatically when you are going to do the transaction, your current financial year first month transaction will be get updated and you can see another trial balance is going to be prepared by the system. So automatically anytime when you want to look at into the beginning balances of the particular company, we will be able to look that by going back to the last financial year, last month. So that is the importance of entering the beginning balances as at the last date of the last financial year. So remember that very carefully when you are entering the beginning balances, make sure that your beginning balances are entered into the last date of the last financial year, depending on the financial year which you are going to work it out with your particular company. Right now you can see enter the beginning balances says Sage 50 can record account beginning balances in any period in companies that have no posted transaction. Now, we can start entering the beginning balances for any period. There are no hard and fast rule, but it is important for you to continue doing your transaction in proper manner. So that's why normally recommended to enter the beginning balances as at the last date of the last financial year and then go ahead with your transaction during the current financial year. After one or more transactions have been posted, Sage 50 records accounting beginning balances as a prior period adjustment. As you can see, when your transactions are already recorded, then if you are going to enter certain beginning balances or something like that into the system, that will be recorded like a prior period adjustment because it's automatically going to be adjustment to the last financial statement. To enter the beginning balances to your general ledger, the following step can be used. So there are various methods which you can use to enter the beginning balances, right? So basically what we are using is the maintain main menu. As I told you, for a first part of your sessions, that means up to the creation of the customer ledger, everything can be done using the maintain main menu in your menu command, right? Other than that, each modules can be used to enter the beginning balances. Let me now show you how to access into the beginning balance window. First of all, we will go to the maintain main menu. That is the main command which we can use to create our company activities. By the time when you click the maintain main menu, that will open up the drop down list whereby you can access to the chart of account. That is your chart of account. Then you can see when you open up the chart of account window, there's a command button available in the side. You can see the account beginning balance button which you can open up. That will open up a period structure where you can select the appropriate period by going down and selecting the appropriate period where you want to enter the beginning balances, right? So that is the first way whereby you can access into the beginning balance window. So I'll be cancelling this. Second method, if you go to the list command also, there we can see the chart of account command. By clicking that and then clicking the new button, you will be able to access into the maintain chart of account window. In that particular window, you can see the account beginning balance button is available. By clicking that, again, you will be getting the period structure. So from that, we can select the appropriate period which the beginning balance need to be entered. Okay, that is the second method. Thirdly, you got another method. If you are going to the banking module, that is the general ledger module actually, banking module, then you can see there's also the separate button called chart of account. By clicking that and clicking the new accounts, you will be able to directly access into the maintain chart of account window. From that point, we can click the account beginning balances button and then we can select the appropriate period which the beginning balance need to be entered, and then you can click OK to confirm that particular period. Now, before you do that, you have to make sure that your accounts, what you have created under the assets, liabilities or equity, appropriately selected account type. Mainly what I'm talking about the account type. පුතාලගේ account type එක වැරදි නම් මේ window එකට ඒ අදාළ ගිණුම් එන්නේ වැරදි තැන්වල. ඒක නිසා අපි මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ මුලින්ම අපේ chart of account එක හරියට හදලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. So in the second lecture you have created your chart of account, right? And also we have shown that again in the summarized lecture how this chart of account is there. So if you need to make sure that all the accounts set up under the chart of account is need to have appropriate type of account whereby you can enter the beginning balances. Because according to the type of account you selected, system knows which side the normal beginning balance need to be entered. For example, if I take the cash type of account, system knowing that cash type of account need to have a beginning balances in the debit side. So he will allow you to enter the beginning balance only into the debit side. In case if you select the capital account's normal balance need to be the credit side. So the computer will allow you to enter the beginning balance only into the credit side. So that is the important situation. Now, if you have selected, say, if you have selected cash account as an equity account, right? Banking account, assumed to be the banking account is selected type as an equity account. In that case, your bank account will open up only the credit side of the window whereby you can enter the balance. So that is very inappropriate and incorrect. So you need to make sure that first of all, chart of account need to be appropriately set up to enter the beginning balances, right? Now we will cancel everything. First we'll go to the chart of accounts and we will view that chart of account. What I'm talking about these category types. Now you can see the land account is asset, building account is asset, and accumulated depreciation all to contra asset account, and also motor vehicle fixed asset, and the accumulated motor vehicle account again the accumulated type, and the patent right again the long-term assets, and the inventory coming under the type called inventory. Trade receivables also coming under the type called trade receivable, and also you can see the other receivable are highlighted like other current assets, and then cash in hand, BOC, HNB, two accounts, two different departments coming like a cash accounts. Those are the assets category type of account where you can see the normally balances will open up in the debit side except the accumulated depreciation. You know, accumulated depreciation is the contra asset account. that will carries negative values to the asset side. So that means accumulated depreciation category system knows that the balance need to be entered into the credit side. You can see that. Then accounts payable is a liability account where the credit side will get open. Other liabilities, you can see the other current liabilities, also current liability accounts whereby the credit side will get open. Bank loan account, again you can see the long term liability, credit side will get open. Capital account, equity does not close, that will open up the credit side again. Retained earning account, so that is again the holding profit by the company, that will open up the credit side of the window. And also the general reserve will come under the credit side. So those are the account we are expecting now to enter the beginning balances. You cannot have any balances for the income, cost of sale and expenses category, because these accounts are at the moment got zero value because the financial year is over for the last year, and your income and expenditures are already accounted, and you have prepared your profit and loss statement. By the time when you prepare the profit and loss statement, you know that you got either profit or either loss incurred by doing the certain transaction during the particular period, and this loss or the income what you have generated will be added or deducted from the retained earning accounts of the owner, right? So that was already happened. So that's why we need to enter the balances only into the assets, liability and equity account. So let's look at now, if you are having all properly set up, so we'll go back to our handout and see how the beginning balances are entered into this particular company called AFMA 2020 or the BCom 2020. So this is the basic window. You can see when you open up, so the fixed asset, it is only open up the debit side to be entered the value, and you can see the accumulated depreciation. As I mentioned, it's a contra asset account. Credit side is open up whereby you can enter the balances, right? When you are entering the balances, keep your eye into the total balances at the bottom. The trial balance is made up with the balance of all accounts. In order to the trial balance, you need to have a debit and credit side equal. Now you can see at the moment here, the debit side is 14.7 million and the credit side is only 1.4 million. There's a difference between the debit and credit side 13.3 million, which will appear in the credit side. If you just click the OK button at this point, what will happen? This will be going like a suspend account, right? So the equity new account will be created and that difference will be put into that to make sure that the trial balance will balance as at the given date. So make sure when you are entering the trial balance, before we'll click the OK button, you need to have the both side equal value and the trial balance difference need to be the 0. Okay, so that is very important. So you can see it is not that after you enter all the beginning balances, the balances of the trial balance should be 0, right? After entering all the balances, balance need to be 0. It will be posted to the beginning balance of the equity account similar to the suspend account. If the balance is already there, that means that balance will be forwarded into the suspend account, which is called beginning balance equity account, similar to the suspend account. Now we are moving into the activity number 4.5. That is the activity we have to do for the AFMA 2020 as well as to the BCom 2020 companies, whereby we can see our chart of account is given. All the assets liability account which carries the balances are given in this particular chart. So it's a task for us to enter the beginning balances to our ledger account now. By the time you can see the date is given here, date is as at 31st March 2020, because our company, if you go back to the package, our company start the financial year from the financial year starting from the 1st of April 2020. So by the time what we are going to do, we are not going to enter the beginning balances as at 1st of April 2020. We will be selecting the last date of the last financial year, that is 31st of March 2020, to enter these beginning balances, right? So let us now go to the live activity and do this beginning balance entry into the appropriate accounts very carefully. So to do that, many options I have shown you earlier. So I'll be using the chart of account button available in the banking module. Then I will be clicking the new account. So that will open up the beginning balance window where we can click the account beginning balances button. From that, carefully select the given date, that is 31st March 2020. So this is the period which you have to select. from 1st of March 2020 through 31st March 2020. Once we select the period, highlight that and then click the OK button. When you open up the OK button window, before you enter the beginning balances, please check at the top whether the date is exactly the given date. Beginning balance as of 31st March 2020. Now our example also says beginning balance as of 31st March 2020. No, now you are in the perfect situation whereby you can see asset, liabilities and all accounts are there. All accounts are there, but we don't have to go to the income expenditure account. We need to enter the transaction into the assets liability account, whereby you can see all the asset liabilities are set forward and the balance areas are already open up. Now it's a task to enter the values given in the individual accounts. Now you can see land 6 million. So you should type your balances. 6 million worth of land. Then we come to the building account. 4 million worth of building. So we will enter that also. 4 million worth of building, right? So one more zero need to be entered. So 4 million worth of building. Then accumulated building depreciation contra asset account. You can see the provision for depreciation of building is 1 million rupees, which will be entering into the credit side of the particular equity account, right? So where we can see the asset now will be the when it come to the book value calculation. So the cost minus accumulated automatically calculated book values are there. Motor vehicle also same. You can see the motor vehicles cost is 2 million rupees. We will first enter the cost. Then we will enter the up to now accumulated depreciation. It shows 400,000 only, that accumulated depreciation for the this particular account. So we have entered that also. Then we are moving into the patent right. So you can see the patent right is 1 million worth of patent rights available as an asset, long-term asset for the company, that will be entered. Then we are moving into the inventory account. You can see our inventory account. Currently we are having goods available worth of 900,000 unsold as at the last date of the last year. That will be entered 900,000 into the inventory account. So that is inventory account. Trade receivables, then you can see our customer balances outstanding which was not paid as at the given date. 650,000 is available, which we have to enter again. So that will be the 650,000 outstanding. Then we'll look at the other receivable. You can see the other receivable accounts of the CL business having 22,000 to be received from some other activities whereby you need to collect the money, but you don't have any money to collect it from the TR, training business. Other receivables are zero. We don't have to enter anything. Then you can see the cash in hand account, 13,200 available, positive value. So we can skip this. Cash in hand 13,200, that is the balance available in your hand as at the last date of the financial year. BOCCL account 176,000 balance is available. So we can enter that, right? 176,000 balance. So then we come to the HNB Bank of the CL business. HNB Bank of the CL business, you can see the overdraft amount is there. Overdraft එක, right? So it's a liability side එකට යන්න ඕන එකක්. ඒකින්ද ඔයගලන්ට open වෙලා තියෙන්නේ generally HNB or the bank account is the positive account and it need to be the debit account. But unfortunately the situation here, it's overdraft by 86,000. So when you are entering the overdraft to the debit side, you should type minus value, then enter the value 86,000. So this will be the overdraft amount, negative value in the asset side, whereby we entered 86,000, right? Then we are moving into the next account, that is HNB account of the training business, 41,500, that need to be typed, 41,500. Then into the liability side, you can see the trade payable account. Trade payable account is having 720,000 outstanding to be paid for our suppliers, that need to be entered. That is last year unpaid balances for the suppliers, 720,000. Then if you go to the other payables, there also we can see other payable account. At the CL business, we got to be paid 74,000 for the other activities. 74,000 need to be paid, but nothing to pay for the training business other payables. You don't have any value given there. Then the bank loan, HNB loan, that is a long-term loan which carried forward value of 1.5 million available to be paid. So we will skip this one and go to the long-term 1.5 million. So we will be entering that 1.5 million rupees. Now we can see the differences are changing and getting lower and lower. So it is balanced, need to be balanced by 14,716,700 once we enter the capital account. So the next account will be the capital account. 5 million worth of capital, stated capital is there. So whereby we can enter that 5 million. 5 million capital, and also the retained earning which added the last year profit. We can see our retained earning account currently available 3,22,700. 3,22,700. So that is the balance. Now you can see the remaining balance is 3 million. We have to check whether the general reserve is 3 million. So general reserve exactly the 3 million. Once you type that 3 million, your side need to be balanced, right? So if you have entered everything correctly, you can see the difference is going to get 0. Now at that point, we are ready and we have accepted or we have entered all the balances in appropriate manner, and our trial balance is balancing by 14,716,700 at this point. So then you can click OK to confirm all the balances. Once you don't have any balance here, that means you have entered everything properly, and the amounts what is given in the handout is correctly typed to the each and every item, and you should now click OK, right? So first we click OK and confirm. Now all the balances are going to the individual account, and once you go to the list of the account, from here we can go to the list of account. When you click the list, now you can see the updated list with the beginning balances. Let me read it quickly, then you can see whether your balances are also correct. Land account, fixed asset 6 million positive value. Fixed asset building account 4 million positive value. Accumulated depreciation building negative value 1 million. Motor vehicles positive value fixed asset 2 million. Accumulated depreciation motor vehicles negative value 400,000. Patent right other asset account positive value 1 million. Inventory account asset account positive value 900,000. Account receivable trade receivable account positive value 650,000. Other receivable CL business positive value 22,000. Other receivable TR business no value, 0 value. And also cash in hand CL business 13,200 positive value. BOC CL business positive value 176,000. And the HNB account of the CL business, it's an overdraft negative value 86,000. And the HNB bank of the trading business 41,500 positive value. Then you can see the trade receivable credited side negative value 720,000. Other current liabilities 74,000 negative value. No balance in the other payables, and the long-term liability, that is bank loan 1.5 million negative value. Stated capital 5 million negative value. Retained earnings 3,022,700 negative value, and the general reserve 3 million negative value. So none of the other accounts are having any balances, right? So this is your trial balance. Now you have entered everything properly and you generated your running balances available in this chart of account. So day by day, when you are going to do the transaction in the future, these balances will immediately change. Okay, so that is how to enter the beginning balances into your chart of account or to the general ledger. I hope you got the idea now how to enter these beginning balances as of 31st March 2020 into your AFMA 2020 company or the BCom 2020 company. And meantime, we have to look at how to generate the trial balance. Running trial balance, you can see always the trial balance is available in the general ledger. But if you want to see this as a report, trial balance report, so how can we see that? So we can do that very easily. So if you go to the main window system, and if you go to the report and forms in the main menu, there you can see the general ledger report section. By clicking the general ledger, you will be able to go to the various report relevant to the general ledger. One of the report is called general ledger trial balance. That is the report we want to see now. General ledger trial balance. When you open up that, double click, then the general ledger trial balance will get open as at the last date of the month of April. Because now you are in the current month. The current month financial year is 2020 April. So they are going to show the final balances as of the 30th April 2020. But we have entered these beginning balances not as of 30th April 2020. We have entered these as 31st of March 2020. So we need to check that whether the beginning balances are entered properly into the system. Whereby you need to go to the option command available in the menu, and then from there you can see the date specific drop down, and then you can go to the specific date, and from the down you can select the specific date, or you can keep the specific period, and then from down you can see all the periods, whereby you need to select the appropriate period which the beginning balances entered. So we have entered the beginning balances as of period number 1 away, prior to that current period and also the other period. So specific periods are there. Another option is today, right? Now the specific date is the option which you have to select, and then you have to select the particular year. You can go to the year selection, 2020. We have entered the month as March. You can select the March, and you can select the 31st of March. So this is going to be the 31st of March 2020 trial balance. Then you can click OK. Once you click the OK, you can see all the balances what you have entered as of 31st March 2020 will appear. Now you can see the small change there in the trial balance in value. So currently trial balance is balancing by 14,802,700 rupees. So because the reason is now the HNB overdraft is transferred automatically into the credit side of your trial balance, whereby you can see 86,000 is credited into that side, right? So that's why it is automatically created, all the values are properly entered, and the same value will be, now you can see, continuously will appear in the future period as well. So there's no issue, right? And also by using the column command, if you need more information, you can add. So if you want to see the type of the account, you can add the account type and click OK. You can see additional information will be added into the trial balance. Meantime, I have shown you how to change the font as well. If you want to change the font, certain areas whereby you can company name changes, you can do that by selecting your own fonts and own options, own colors and so forth, and click OK and OK. That will be appearing there. So this is what we need to discuss in this particular topic. I hope you all got the understanding of how to create the general ledger and how to enter the beginning balances into your general ledger. So this part, that the creation of the budget, entering the beginning balances into your final accounts, need to be completed by next week, and that week will be discussion regarding this particular section will be carried out in Zoom lecture. So hopefully you have all the materials available. You have all the videos uploaded into the system. Yeah, please download the videos, check the videos, and update your ledger accounts. Now once you finish everything for the day, now we have to take the backup file of this particular lecture. So to take the backup file, you need to go to the file command, and then you need to go to the backup command, click the backup. Then you can keep your company name as a backup file name, then click the backup button, and then find out your location. Now normally I told you you need to create a location whereby you have to save all the backup file. So you have already created that. So go to the appropriate folder where the subject matters are discussed, and also I told you to create a separate folder for the backup. Thereby, if you have created that, open up your backup and just click the save command, whereby you can see the current date and the name of the company is appearing, and that will save the backup file up to the lecture number 4. So lecture number 2, lecture number 3, lecture number 4, all the details are there in the backup file. And next time when you come to the new lecture, we will see whether everyone is having all these appropriate information available to do the lecture number 5, right? So this will be the final backup, and click the save and allow the system to take the backup by clicking OK, and that will take the final backup of the program. So that's it. So please practice this and complete that before the next discussion.